Ready to unmute me. Hey, and Emu Cat's here. What's going on?
Oh, please stop. Okay.
Do you have a shirt on?
Do I have a? Yes, it's a gray shirt. My skin is.
Well, I mean, you're a little bit with the lights, you know. It looked like you were maybe, you know.
Is that better? Does it look like
I mean, I know it gets hot in your
yet?
house sometimes, so you know.
I'm glad you said something. I did.
Oh, is that why you put a new fan in your computer?
Yes, because the AC now works.
Oh, good.
It's literally been 80 degrees in my house for days. It's awful.
That sucks.
Emu, I'm jealous of you heavily drinking cider because this Michelob Ultra Pure Gold is garbage.
Is that just like the regular Michelob? I've had some before, and it just tastes like water, right?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not. It's like 2.5 carbs, 85 calories.
Yeah, I've definitely smashed a couple of those. Ooh, 7.5% cider, excellent. Did you make your own cider, or do you like buy store bought and then like add like other alcohol to it, sort of thing? This is just the podcast. We're just gonna sit here and grill you over the fucking chat, fucking 18 seconds delayed.
Not 18 seconds.
It's not quite, but you know what I mean.
2.
Okay, real quick, public service announcement. I have a haircut next weekend. It's finally, fucking finally, this goddamn nest off my head.
I'm in favor of growing your hair back out like you were in high school.
It was so long. No, dude, I can't do it. Fuck that noise. Dude, okay, so the bullshit was I had a haircut scheduled for like March like 15th-ish. Like it was like, you know, like the day the economy went to shit. Or the stock market or whatever. It was like, I don't know, it was like right around there, you know what I mean? It's like the 18th of March or something, and then like the person who was gonna do it, like it's like, hey, like I'm not feeling so good, so like we're just gonna reschedule this. So I was like, yep, perfect, that's fine. So we rescheduled it for April 11th. And
how'd that work out?
It's now June 14th. So I'm like 3 months. I was already like, I need to get this done. Like, this is already getting bad. And now 3 months has passed. Like, this shit is outrageous. I'm not into it. Weston Scrumpy? I've never heard of Weston Scrumpy.
I'm not familiar with that brand of
cider. I have made cider, but convenience. Yeah, definitely. It's much easier just to like go and buy something. Plus, like, sometimes it's better to do that. Just I've in the process of making mead. I've done it a couple of times now, and it's just been sitting up there now for 6 months, and I have done nothing to it because I'm lazy as shit. So I get it. Convenience is it's British. Well, I'm not, so I don't. I feel like Weston. For some reason, nah, maybe. I feel like I would have guessed that was British. Maybe the word scrumpy is what's throwing me. Have you ever heard the word scrumpy?
I've never heard the word scrumpy.
The fuck, is that a real word? What is scrumpy?
I don't know, but I kind of like it.
I'm looking. Oh well, I have found. Apparently, scrumpy is a type of cider. Yeah, I just had no idea. I've never heard the term.
Sounds like an insult.
That makes a lot of sense now that I have this information, but like Weston Scrumpy. I've never heard the word scrumpy before. No.
We're uncultured swines, Emu Cat.
Yeah, I mean, we do live in the Midwest, so let's be real here.
And even worse, we never leave our house.
I literally live in this basement. Speaking of which, I just brought a couple of monitors home from work since this is where I work now. So
making me jealous.
2 new monitors. Got a fucking, you know. Yeah, okay, bud. All right, we should probably get into this, huh?
It is time.
All right, it's time. Hello and welcome to another episode of Counting Cryptids. I'm Jacob.
I'm Connor, and this is episode 11.
Season 3, episode 11. What are we talking about today?
Well, this one was brought to us by Atticus on Discord. You should be over there.
Two times he said
once,
this.
But twice.
Not once. Actually, like as soon as you set up the channel for episode suggestions on Discord, I think he was like one of the first like 2 or 3 people to throw something in there, and this was one of them, and there was another one he put in there too. And then like a couple of weeks, maybe a month ago, he said something about it again. So
we're doing it.
Here it is. I am presenting it to you, sir.
What is it?
It was this episode. I
was
gonna wait for you to pronounce it, so that way, no matter what I did, you did it first, so I don't sound as dumb.
It's the Dullahan.
Okay, perfect. Dullahan. I don't know. It's yeah.
Irish.
Dullahan.
Sometimes spelled with a G.
Oh, that wasn't a typo in your notes?
No.
Okay, bud. I saw that and I was like, yeah, okay, bud. You just fucking fat fingered a G in there? Nope.
Sometimes I spell it on accident as with a G. No, that's. I saw that on the website, so it's obviously true.
Over in chat, we're talking about maggot cheese. I have heard that shit, but you can't. Yeah, you can't get it here, right? It's illegal in the United States.
Why would you? Why?
Yeah, very expensive. It's people like it. I have no fucking clue, but it's like you can't get it here. It's illegal. It's illegal there too. What the fuck, dude? It's just black market cheese. You want some cheese? I got maggots in it. What?
Open your robe and there's cheese with maggots.
Oh, I have wares, traveler. So okay, back to on topic. Dullahan. I believe you mentioned Irish folklore. It's a fairy. I have a really bad habit of when I picture fairies, it's like fucking Tinkerbell, you know? And it like that's not the case, and I have to remind myself every time I come across that word. Like when I read it, when I hear it, anything, like I just like just like a little like a little bug, right? Like no, it's not.
It's apparently a Headless Horseman.
Well, yeah, the Dullahan is just like a Headless Horseman. Is that guy. You've heard of him. You know him. You know him. You'll love him. I don't know where this Brooklyn bullshit is. Copernicus.
Irish. Yeah. I saw that Dullahan means dark man.
Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. He is generally seen at night and wears a dark or black robe of sorts. It's really the only description of the attire I have.
Yeah, black horse.
The horse is also black. Black robe is what I had. Excuse me, not a cape. Again, yes, no head.
Robe.
I mean, okay. So I said no head, but it definitely has a head. It's just like not like attached on its shoulders or anything. It's just like. Maybe I should look at my fucking nose. Okay. Generally, either on the saddle brow of the horse or upraised in the right hand. I guess the head appears dead and rotten with the texture and color of stale bread or moldy cheese. Painted from ear to ear with a horrendous smile. Its eyes are small and black and fucking move. Yes, the same thing that we're saying. They move, which is also very unsettling.
I saw that it was like looking for its victims.
Okay, so that's already
scanning for victims.
Pass. Fucking gross. The head glows, Connor.
Okay.
It glows, Connor. Quote, with the phosphorescence of decaying matter. It is said to glow bright enough that it can use its own head as a lantern, which doesn't really make fucking sense to me because your head is where the eyes are. Like, why would that be where you see? You know, like that doesn't. Confusion. I don't know. It seems weird to me, but also I guess if it holds its head up, it could just see for vast distances across the countryside, even on the darkest nights.
The head is endowed with supernatural sight.
Yes, that is precisely this, and it can use that ability to just like look at dead people.
Even in the dark, like just see forever.
Good girl. Hey, I have a dog today.
You have a dog? Oh, wow.
She's never been down here while I've been doing this before. All right.
Good luck to us all.
Yeah, no shit.
I saw that we said it, like he rides a horse.
Yes, it does.
And sometimes it can be a girl.
Okay, yes, I was actually about to bring that up as well. It does mention a man or a woman. I believe in every instance I saw, it was a man.
Yeah, I don't think I saw anywhere where it said it was a chick. Other than
I don't. Yeah, I did not see
two.
a specific example of like this particular one was a female.
Yes, but sometimes if it's not on its horse, it is in a wagon or a carriage pulled behind 6 black horses. The wagon is obviously black, adorned with skulls and candles. And
the wheels are made of bones.
The wheels are made of bones, and he's got a whip made of a human spine.
Yeah, so that is metal as fuck. I believe the horses ran so fast that they like caught shit on fire if it was too close to the road, like bushes and shit, like because of the friction of the wheels from the fucking horses. It's just like light shit on fire behind it.
Naturally.
Yeah, fucking
real quick,
metal. Yes.
The wagon's covering is made from dried human skin.
Oh my god, I forgot to put that in my notes too, dude. It's so fucked.
It got more metal.
Yeah. Believe it or not, it still gets more metal, Connor. Did you know that the horses emit sparks or flames from their nostrils?
Oh, I did see that, yeah. I like this one.
It's fucking sick, actually. Like, it's pretty tight. Other than like the creeping on people and killing people, I'm like, okay. But so this other little bit, like, if some people just like allegedly see it, like it's like, oh, they look out their window and it's like passing or whatever. They're just like, oh, there goes the Headless Horseman. But like, he'll like splash blood in your fucking face if you see him. Otherwise, he'll like just take one of your eyes with the whip, dude.
Oh man,
what a dick! Wait, did she leave? I thought she was. Okay, I think dog left. I don't know.
And no matter what you're hiding behind, be it a door or gate,
no matter how locked it may be,
yeah, they'll just fly open in its presence.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. That one's some bullshit. It's just like, no, I just go wherever I want. Except a bridge one time. I don't know. Yeah, no matter how locked, it's just like it opens. It just opens. I don't understand that one. Okay, so also it can only speak once each journey, and then is permitted to speak the name of the person whose death it heralds. Conveniently, while I was typing my notes, I was listening to a song. The lyrics happened to just be "Death is calling me now" as I was reading that. So that was weird. Scottish folklore, don't have much on this, but real quick, wanted to throw this in there. There is the Headless Horseman. He was a man by the name of Ewan, who was decapitated in the battle on the Isle of Mull. The battle denied him his chance to be chieftain. He and his horse were both headless in the accounts of this haunting in the area.
He was a man. He had a beard.
Okay, buddy.
There's no real way to protect you from the Headless Horseman, the Dullahan.
There is, however, something that can help.
Maybe.
Okay, what?
Not 100% solution, but just this is your best bet. And that's if when it comes for you, you like trick it somehow with gold. I also saw
trick it?
Precious metal. Like
I just thought you had to just like have it on you, and it's just like
I saw confuse or trick. I don't know why. But
hey, look, it's shiny.
Just present some gold, and it might just be like, oh no, gold.
If you can pull a gold coin from behind his ear,
just implode.
He has no head, Connor. Get it? Thank you. Okay, so.
I have one story from Galway, which is in the west of Ireland, where a man said that on his way home he heard the sound of horses' hooves pounding behind him down the road. When he turned to look, he saw the Dullahan racing toward him. The man tried to run away, but obviously you can't outrun the Angel of Death. When the man realized he couldn't outrun this Grim Reaper, he remembered that he could possibly ward the Dullahan off with a piece of gold. The man happened to have a piece of gold in the form of a gold coin in his pocket, so he just, tossed that behind him.
He tossed a coin to his witcher?
Just like, boop. Yes. And then there was a loud roar in the air above him, and he turned around and it was gone. I don't know. I don't think in that story, though, that Dullahan was after him. But
oh, interesting. Okay. I do have another quick one here, too, that I saw also with that one, but they're not related at all. This one was just on Dullahan.com, which I am fucking upset was taken because I haven't bought a bullshit domain name in 2 seasons and I'm itching for it. So, quote, I seen the Dullahan myself stopping on the brow of a hill between Brainsford and Money Scalp late one evening. That sounds like a real place.
Yeah,
just as
Money Scalp.
Money Scalp sounds like the fakest place I've ever fucking heard. Just as the sun was setting.
Bad name, dude.
No. It was completely headless, but it held up its own head in its hand, and I heard it call out a name. I put my hand across my ears in case the name was my own, so I couldn't hear what it said. When I looked again, it was gone, but shortly afterwards, there was a bad car accident on that very hill, and a young man was killed. It was his name that the Dullahan had been calling. Allegedly, but the person covered their ears, so I don't know how they would know that that was the name that it was calling. Also, I don't think covering your ears is an effective means of like, nope, I can't hear you, so you didn't say my name, so you can't kill me. Yeah, right? Like I just pull one of those fucking, like a fucking child. Hilarious.
You can't get me.
Hey, British Bigfoot research. Yeah. We've talked about that a little bit in the past.
I believe the BBR
we've referenced that at some point. I don't remember what that was, but yeah. Appreciate that. Okay.
Man that packs. We're getting to it. The man that packs is one step ahead.
Well, he's got to be Nathaniel for today,
Yeah. Yep. So.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, does this take us to the cannonball?
The cannonball.
Yeah, Ichabod Crane.
Nope.
You know.
No.
Hey, what's up, Coster? Sorry, not feeling well. Okay, so I mean, I'm alluding to the legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, okay. I wasn't there yet.
Okay, backing up. Where are you at in your notes?
I'm back to the origination of the Dullahan.
Oh, okay. Yes, hit me with the. We're talking about it in chat right now. So yeah, hit me with it.
Yeah. The Celtic religion. It's a religion.
Celtic.
It's Celtic is
the cellos.
Chile.
I'm sorry. I'll stop talking.
So it is often thought that it is the embodiment of the Celtic fertility god, Crom Dubh. He was worshipped by an ancient king of Ireland, Tigermess. I don't know. Every year, Tigermess would sacrifice humans to the Celtic god, usually by decapitation. When Christianity came to Ireland in the 6th century or so, the sacrificial traditions fell out of favor. This apparently upset the god Crom Dubh, and he took the physical form of a headless human.
Fuck.
Yeah. A story of the Dullahan appears in a collection of classic tales presented by Stephen Brennan called Irish Stories and Folklore. A link to this will be in the description. The page, like in the preview, tells a little bit about Gan Sian, which is another name for the Dullahan that we did not mention at the beginning of the show.
Gan Sian?
Gan Sian.
Okay.
Wild guess. Probably not how it's pronounced.
But, fuck it, whatever. Sound good.
It tells something to the effect of a young woman, it even gives her name, Mary Moran, who was sailing from Liscanor when she noticed the Dullahan in tow. During the trip, a gold pin fell out of her hair into the sea, and when she told her sister what happened to the gold pin, the sister said, "It's well for you if tell it fell out, for what was following you would never have left you, till you threw it a ring or something made of gold."
Oh, so is it maybe like it is like you can bribe it? Is that what the gold is? The one
That's
dude
always
had a
what I thought
coin.
was
She's
gold, like,
okay. I thought it was more of just like, you know what I mean, like a silver or werewolf sort of situation where it's just like, this is my weakness, and didn't really think of it as like
Dullahan's kryptonite.
yeah, he's just out here fucking. Oh my god, you know those the cash for gold signs you
Yeah,
see on the
yeah,
shitty
yeah.
pawn shops and stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's the spot. You got post up there. Oh, maybe a gold tooth even. Then if you're desperate, you just fucking rip that bitch out and toss it. You always got it on you.
I mean, there's gold in my cell phone, right? Maybe that's why we haven't seen much of them lately.
Have you offered your cell phone as tribute?
No, but I carry it in my pocket all the time.
But in these instances, they're tossing it to it, right? Like it's
Yeah, I don't know.
gold for souls. Yeah, fair enough. How much gold is your soul worth? This little
One gold
pin,
coin.
one pin that's got a little bit of gold on it.
Hairpin.
Fuck, dude.
And
Yeah,
then,
it was the hairpin.
then of course we get to
Yes, there it is.
please hold.
Yeah, some technical difficulties. What is happening?
I'm not sure.
I'm lagging beyond space and time.
Yeah, the stream refreshed or something. It says excellent connection. It seems like we are still
We're still live. It's all
going,
fine.
so,
I mean, I'm
yeah.
looking now. We're good.
Neat.
All right. Okay, we're good.
Tell us about the Sleepy Hollows.
Sleepy Hollow. Yes, Connor, go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were going to.
Nope, I didn't even do the research because I knew you had it.
Do the research because I did it. All right. So it takes the Irish fairy and turns the Headless Horseman into more of like a spirit. But the legend says that instead of a horseman being the incarnation of a Celtic god, it is the spirit of an American Revolution soldier who lost his head, which rises during the festival of Halloween to search for its missing head. And he can be seen often wearing or carrying a jack-o'-lantern. And when you said earlier that its head glows, I was like, oh, maybe that's why we put candles inside of a jack-o'-lantern. But I don't know that we got jack-o'-lanterns from the Headless Horseman.
You kind of blew my mind there for a second because I'm dumb enough just to be like, wow, I never connected those dots before. But yeah, I think you're full of shit on there. I think that's probably not it.
It was a theory.
Yeah, I mean, you're fine. I was confused.
That's really all I have on the Sleepy Hollow story.
I mean,
there.
the fucking I mean, if you want to fucking talk about it, like, so there's the guy's like Ichabod Crane is the dude, not this soldier. That's the main character who ends up going missing because of the Dullahan, the Headless Horseman, excuse me. So I'm just doing this one off of fucking memory, so
Good.
Bear with me here. Let's see. You know what? I guess I have a little bit right there. Not really. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking. He got a guy, but he like. So the thing with that one was like, he was running from it for a while, and it was chasing him. And then they got to a bridge, and it like couldn't cross the bridge for some reason.
Was the bridge made of gold?
That I know of, it was not, and that doesn't seem like a cost-effective way of building something in like 1800, 1770.
Probably
yeah, we're gonna build this bridge out of gold.
Rocks.
No, that seems like not the case. But that's where like it throws its head or the pumpkin or the jack-o'-lantern or whatever at him from across the bridge, and then he's just like gone. Nobody ever fucking sees him again. Ooh, running water maybe. Hey, good call on that one. That's a spirit thing, right? Can't cross running water. So yeah, throws the head across at him, and he just disappears, never seen again. There's like a hat sitting there, and that was all they ever found. Just nothing.
Like the Green Goblin?
The Green Goblin? What?
Doesn't the Green Goblin throw like little jack-o'-lanterns?
I mean, those were explosives.
Right, yeah, that's what happened to the guy. Got incinerated. He got blown up.
Oh, then I would wager then that Spider-Man took that from the Headless Horseman, because the Legend of Spooky Hollow was written in 1820. I don't know when the first fucking Spider-Man comic came out, but
1765.
I certainly don't believe that that is the case. So while that is all I am talking about, like the legend of Sleepy Hollow, I do have some more about. I do have some more about Sleepy Hollow. While I am done with it, I am not done with it. I'm gonna fucking just stop and just talk. So, this bit is from the book "Hunting the Headless Horseman" by Mark Latham. So, between 1779 and 1799, there had been 13 recorded sightings of the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow. One of the stories was found in a magister's court transcript of 1781 and was disregarded at the time due to the alleged drunkenness of the witness. Of the other 12, Irvin noted that the majority, 8 in fact, were not specifically tied to murder or disappearance, nor any other suggestion of foul play. The horseman in each instance had merely been seen abroad riding across the glen on his demonic black steed. Sometimes he had a jack-o'-lantern and was supposedly in pursuit of as he supposedly had when he was in pursuit of the unfortunate Ichabod Crane. However, closer inspection from records from the old Dutch church showed that just a day or two after each of these sightings of the horseman, some calamity befell the town. In one instance, a young boy drowned in a creek. In another, a family was killed in a terrible fire. The worst of all came with the yellow fever in Sleepy Hollow in 1793, killing 21 people. The first symptoms were noted just days after the Hessen's ghost was seen galloping by Raven Rock. The remaining encounters with the horseman, and the most recent, were more sinister still. Beginning with the wealthiest local landlord, Peter Van Garrett. The horseman had seemingly ceased foreshadowing tragedy and become instead an angel of death, a phantasmal killer. Van Garrett was found out on the Terrytown Trail, his carriage shattered and his coachman dead at the reins. Van Garrett's head had been struck from his shoulders. Although some tried to claim that it had been a dreadful accident, there were few in Sleepy Hollow who doubted the horseman had struck. Sure enough, less than 1 week later, a village watchman reported that he had seen the Hessens riding furiously in the direction of the Van Garrett's manor, as though the hounds o' hell were with him. That night, during the violent storm, Peter Van Garrett's son and heir was killed. The huge double doors of the family home were battered down with great hoof mark impressions within the lacquered wood. A maid traumatized by the experience recalled how the Headless Horseman used a wood axe from the yard and cleaved the younger Van Garrett's head from his shoulders, like so much firewood.
So it's a serial killer.
So the book goes on to mention some irrelevant ghost stories from the area. I don't mean irrelevant in a bad way, just like not really tied to the story in any other way, other than the fact that there's some, this area is privy to paranormal / supernatural experiences. I also saw that there was some UFO sightings in the area. Again, I don't have specific examples of those. It just kind of seemed like a noteworthy kind of thing. Like some weird shit kind of happens around here. The thing with the Van Garretts that kind of threw me is it kind of seems like some dude was just like, I'm just going to kill this guy and take his money because he's this wealthy guy and I want his money. And so he kills him and his dude. Then he goes and he's like, hi, can I have this man's money? He's dead. And they're like, oh, certainly. No, you cannot do that. Oh, heavens, no. He has an heir. And it's like, cool. Just 1 second. And you know what I mean? It just goes and takes care of that and comes back. That one, I don't know. I would have really liked to have seen photos of the door with the fucking horse footprints in it though, because that would have been yes. Hessens are Germans over here in chat. Yes, you are correct. And German stories about headless horsemen.
I got some.
On that note, do you want to dive into those, Connor?
I would say most famously the Brothers Grimm.
Okay.
Have multiple tales dating back to the 1600s.
Okay.
They pretty much give an overview that anyone who commits a crime deserves to be punished by beheading and condemned to be headless in the afterlife. So this is kind of like the basis of their Headless Horseman.
Okay.
In their tale, Hans Jagentufel from Dresden, a woman who is gathering acorns in the forest in an area known as Lost Waters, when she is startled by a thud behind her. When the woman turns around, she is confronted by a man on horseback standing over her. The horse was gray. The man was wearing a gray cloak, and apparently this didn't bother her because she just like continues to gather acorns.
She heard a thump. She's like, oh, it's just a dude. Okay.
Oh, just this guy in gray.
Just a dude with no head. No big deal.
Yeah. And so she finishes her acorn gathering, goes home, comes back to the same area the next day, and is again greeted by the same horseman. This time it's got its head in its hand. The writer calls himself Hans Jagentufel and asks the woman if she had permission to take the acorns. He goes on to tell the woman that when he was young, he was careless, drank excessively, and took whatever he wanted. That life
Do you
of
have
sin.
permission to take those acorns?
Did you
What?
ask to take those acorns?
I mean, I guess if it's a trees in somebody's yard or something, I was just in my mind. She was just like in the woods, like, who the fuck do you ask if I could just take
like,
these seeds? Who is it? What's it to you, man? I'm foraging.
Yeah. This is just a forest. Like, you probably didn't have like property lines back in the 1820s.
I don't know how that shit worked. It's a different time, different place.
Anyway, goes on to say that his life of sin condemned him to an afterlife as an evil spirit, and this horseman was like less talking about taking lives, but warning the living that a life of crime would lead them to the same fate as himself.
Okay, hot take.
I'm here for it.
The owner of the acorn tree was sick of people stealing all of his acorns, so he went out there and saw her and just like he went behind her, so she turned around and saw him. She's like, "Oh, no big deal." And he's like, "The fuck, bitch, you're taking my," you know what I mean? Like, so the next day she comes back and he's like, "Look at, my head's gone because I was bad. You have permission to take these acorns?" I don't know. That's where my head goes there.
Maybe. I don't know that'd be the first thing I do is pretend like I have no head.
He's just like, no, that's how he's gonna scare her off. He's just like, what if I didn't have a head? Because if that's already a thing, you're like, no, it was a superstition. They're just like, nope, the bad souls, they don't get a head when they die. So then that's his thing. He's like, I was bad. See, here's my head. I mean, I can't vouch for how he had his head. Not where his head should be, and then it spoke because he talked to her physically. So I don't have that part down, but yeah, it's a working theory here. So we'll see.
His shirt buttoned down a few times, where he just stuck his head out the middle, and then like put his hands around. his head.
Fuck! God damn it! This just turned into like two guys in a trench coat, but then they're just like, all right, we're gonna do it this way, and then hold the other head over here. God damn it! No, you can't say that word.
Two people.
Yeah, two people who are not tall.
My wife and another one of my wife.
Your wife and her grandmother?
Yeah.
That's only funny for us, unfortunately. Shit.
There's also the story of the Wild Huntsman, which is another German take on the Headless Horseman. It appears in works by Sir Walter Scott, Gottfried Berger's The Wild Huntsman, tales collected by Karl Musas, as well as the Brothers Grimm. This story, the Headless Horseman, is Hackelberg, a German man so devoted to hunting that he begs God to keep him on Earth to hunt instead of going to heaven.
What? But why?
I don't know. He really likes hunting.
So. He really likes hunting, huh?
I'm pretty good at this.
Don't you think if like heaven was like real, you could just like do whatever you wanted there? So like if you just wanted to hunt, you could just like hunt in heaven, like
humans.
Okay, I mean, I didn't realize that that's what we're hunting.
I'm pretty sure that's the implication.
Hang on, I might have missed something here. Hold up. What did you just tell me?
It doesn't say outright, but.
All right, read again where it is implied to me.
I don't know that it's like, I mean, in relation to the rest of the stories, a German
Oh,
hunter
okay.
like wants to stay and hunt instead of going to heaven. What else? He's gonna stay and hunt animals in the afterlife?
I mean, that was the most dangerous
I
game.
think
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was
I think you can
shit.
do
Like,
that
I
in
kind of
heaven.
see where you're coming from, but like, yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, if you're gonna go to heaven, you got to
You could
sit
just
around and
hunt.
just like deal with everybody else's bullshit. You can't just like do what you want to do.
Wonder what the drama's like in
Seems
heaven.
like some bullshit to me.
They probably got reality shows.
I think that's maybe the situation that we have found ourselves in here on Earth is that reality show, Connor.
Oh Lord.
Holy Christ! It just keeps getting weirder and weirder down here. All right.
Oh man.
I have some more recent shit if you're about done.
I have completed my notes.
All right, excellent. I have a bit more.
Good.
So,
great.
some recent shit. I have no idea like actually when this happened, but they are comments on a website, so it's more recent, damn it. So from ghostsofamerica.com under Stockton, Alabama ghost sightings, an anonymous user posted, I saw a headless horseman in broad daylight going down 225 by mile marker 15. Comment by anonymous. I saw him the other day as well at noon. Comment by Tyler. I too saw a horseman on 225 right about
Hold
mile
on.
marker 15 at 12 noon. It looked insanely real, and I was on the side of the road alone. It didn't wave or even look as we passed. Very unsettling. I met a guy at work who just randomly told me that a 58-year-old woman he knows called him and claimed to have seen it over 10 years ago.
My son and my dad saw one a couple of Halloweens ago.
A headless horseman?
Yes.
I don't know what time of year this happened, but you certainly think like if it was around Halloween, you don't go to like, I saw a ghost. 3 people went to this website because they saw the headless horseman on Halloween. Like that seems like bullshit to me. But
They take a
whatever.
picture and it's the guy holding a bucket that's a head full of candy.
all right. So
saw
I
the
went down a
Headless
little
Horseman.
bit of a rabbit hole looking down this website for a bit, and this one isn't a headless horseman, but it is a headless dude, and it's from like Sunflower, Alabama. It's like 50 miles away. So I'm including it just for shits and gigs here. I got to contribute something to the show, you know? So this was submitted by Mary. So Jake was a flagman on the train. He carried a lantern. Somehow his head got cut off. Now he carries a lantern looking for his head. This was told to me by an old Sunflower man. Again, Sunflower is the name of the town. And I have seen it myself many times. Something is up and it's not a train. Submitted by... This user's name was just Sunflower. It's real. If you go to Sunflower Road off of 43, everything is Sunflower. The town, the road, the fucking name. What is this? There is no Pepe Sylvia.
Hi, I'm Sunflower. Welcome to
yeah,
Sunflower.
Yeah, right. So off of Sunflower Road, off of 43, park at the train tracks, walk down the tracks to the bridge, stand there and call Jake's name. You will see a lantern coming down the tracks. The light glows, then turns red and disappears. Comment by anonymous. I grew up in Sunflower. I've seen it many times. Comment by Nikki. This one is real. I've been there a few times. They're just I've been to a few that are just tall tales, but Jake does show up. He actually scratched my daughter and then asked about some backstory. And then another user, Rod, submitted the ghost stories are no lie. The lights on the tracks. I'm from there. I don't know. I do know, and I have seen it for myself. Go there and see for yourself. So, yeah, not related to what we're talking about, but I happened to stumble across a headless dude in Alabama here. Anybody from around the area? Can you go and confirm if Jake is real for me?
Actively
I mean, obviously,
planning a
obviously,
trip to Sunflower, Alabama.
how many times did I say the word sunflower and you couldn't do it once?
We talked about this before the show.
Oh yeah, you are a little spent. I'll give you that.
I think I had a stroke this week at some point.
That's no good. Yeah, I don't need you to like go down the train tracks and then like, you know, when you see a light coming, be like, oh my god, we found Jake, and then get hit by a train. Like, definitely don't do that.
Jake,
but like,
over here.
if you can confirm this for me, like, I just found this bit on the internet, and there's like 8 people like, oh yeah, I've been there. I grew up there. I've seen him dozens of times. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Everybody just knows about this?
So does anybody that dies by beheading, like, just turn into a headless horseman?
Okay, he tripped on the tracks. He tripped when he was on the tracks, and his head got run over by a train. Do you just actively know about this already? Is this just something that is like an actual thing that I stumbled on here? You just know about?
I really don't know why we do this show and not anybody.
I don't
else
either.
in chat.
Everybody in fucking chat knows
He's 2
everything
steps
that we're
ahead of
talking
us
about
the
and more,
whole
dude.
time.
He's got a fucking friend who's seen it. What is this shit? Just fucking do a podcast with your friend. This is ridiculous. What are we doing here?
We're just sitting here on the internet drinking alcohol.
Oh, fuck, dude. Ridiculous. All right. I have this last little bit that I need to include. I couldn't not. So, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow takes place in Sleepy Hollow, what is now Sleepy Hollow, New York. Okay?
In New York.
In New York, yes. There's also a Sleepy Hollow, Illinois that is just like, yeah, us too.
No.
And they have like a festival, and they have like some dude that wears like a real shit like a Headless Horseman costume and like rides around a bonfire. No, he doesn't splash you with blood or take eyes. But their whole thing is just like, oh, well, the one in New York was called North Tarrytown until 1996, so we're the real Sleepy Hollow.
You could also go to Sleepy Hollow in Iowa.
Yeah, like the place where you go fucking ski. So I guess tubing, it's not really skiing, let's be honest. But I guess there's like a specific area in what was North Tarrytown that they referred to colloquially as Sleepy Hollow. He lives close to there in Illinois, even conveniently enough. What the fuck? So what is this? So I watched this video about this because like the title of they were all bullshit, you know what I mean? It's Headless Horseman rides in Illinois. I was like, yes, this is what I'm looking for. Like, let's go. And it was like a 2-minute video of just this story about like the town in Illinois that's like, no, we're Sleepy Hollow, bro. And so then there was this fucking, I got to watch this woman who was wearing a clown costume called Sleepy Hollow, Illinois, the real Sleepy Hollow, and then said, and I know how authentic, and we know how authentic we really are. And then they had a costume contest.
All right.
We know how authentic we really are, Connor.
The clown says.
Thank you. Fucking thank you. I was visibly upset after that. I was like, I had to listen back like 3 times. I was like, there's no way this bitch just said this. Like, no. What do you fucking mean? I was upset. I might link to that one in the description if I fucking feel like going back and finding it. But that one stuck the high hell to me. I don't know.
I mean, I would like to see that video.
Yeah, I'll try to remember. I kept coming across a bunch of bullshit like that too, where I'm like trying to do the research, and like there's another one where it was like some school bus driver had like his buddy like dress up for Halloween and like come by the bus, you know, when they're on their way to school. And it's like, okay, cool, but like if you're gonna write a fucking article about it, like can we not like mention in the fucking article that it's not like a real sighting instead of pretending that it is in the article title and clickbaiting me into reading it? The woes of research. I gotta learn about school bus drivers' traditions. What?
But he did see the Headless Horseman.
No, he fucking well, yeah, but like they got photos of it too. But again, he just had his buddy come out who had a horse, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't have a head," like that kind of thing. Like that's all it was, man. Like, yeah, like they're just fucking around. It's 6:40 in the morning. Like it's just the kids are half asleep. They're on their way to fucking school. What do you think? I don't know. There's a lot of that weird shit. I was gonna ask you this.
There's a sighting in 2018. Megan Smith children in the parking lot of McDonald's during the family night event.
All right, bud. All right, bud.
2018.
I was gonna ask you this at the beginning. Do you have any idea what your first introduction to like the Headless Horseman was? It's like this is the thing you've known about for like ever, right?
Just.
There was like a Disney movie that came out like 92 maybe. I don't know if movie's the right word. I feel like I've seen that, but I think that my introduction to the Headless Horseman was from the 1997 2-part Halloween episode of the PBS television series Wishbone. Cannot confirm, but I definitely have seen that one. I think that's where I came from.
It's just like one of those things that slips in like different like Halloween shows. Like I've watched numerous things, and there's like I'm sure there's a Headless Horseman in a ton of different things.
Yeah, I'm sure it's crossed over into a lot of different stuff at this point. And obviously like the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, like I know that's the story that we're referring to, I guess, at this point, not really Dullahan itself or whatever, but or Dullahan. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how that works. This is like, is it if it could be a man or a woman, as a Dullahan, it's not like, is the reincarnated god just like appear as whatever it wants to, or is there like multiple of them? You know, because it kind of get like Reaper vibes off them too.
Yeah, definitely Reaper vibes.
So it's hard to say. I don't know. It's always been for you. It's one of those things. It's like Bigfoot. Like, I have no idea where the fuck I first heard Bigfoot. That's just, it's always has been, you know.
Yeah, I'm also
Since I was born, Bigfoot.
So,
oh, dude, fucking, I feel that.
So who knows?
I have no idea. Okay, today I know what day it is. I'm like, I mean, like, day of the week. I'm so bad. I barely know days of the week at this point in my life.
Not important.
I need to know. I need to know. Like, do I need to be working today or no? And that's about it. Otherwise, I am
mine
just.
Is I work
here.
every day, so it doesn't matter. I'll be at work every day.
Yikes!
No, I'm off tomorrow though.
Let's go gaming with the boys.
Yes.
On that note, fucking Ark Survival just happened to be free this week. I've been playing the shit out of that.
I believe if you're watching the live
it is still
stream,
free if you're live. Yes, in the Epic Game Store.
the 18th
Ark Survival
might be the last day for that. So
it is yeah, the window. Yeah, it is, unfortunately, but it is a fat download too. It was like 50 gigs.
60,
but they had a bunch of I think mine was 45 actually, but I don't know if I did all the DLC right then too. There's a bunch of free DLC and shit too. I was like, let's go.
Pick it up.
I've been thinking about buying that game for a couple of years, and it was just like I couldn't pull the trigger because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Like,
yeah, and you
I'm
don't
gonna
have to
play it a little
too.
bit. And yep.
I've been just like getting a bunch of free games that are just like, oh yeah, I want this at some point, but I don't have the space or want to dedicate the space right now toward it. So I'll just
feel that. I've been having a good time. There's that issue where, you know, because I have the free game, we can't run that server and play like a game together, but I'm assuming that will get fixed in the near future and we will be able to do that. Yeah, so we'll talk more about that later. I guess back on topic, I think we're done. You got anything else?
Done with the
the meat. All right, cool. I wanted to verify. Then, do you have final thoughts, opinions, anything?
What do you think? Do you think it's something that is a real thing, or you know, whether it be a spirit or whatever, fairy, or do you think it's just a scare people?
I know. Fae ain't something you fuck with. I know that. You know what I mean? Like, that's. There's some weird shit. Yeah, there's no 100% no. Fairies, like, I don't know anything about that shit. There's way too much, and it seems like there's a ton of different kinds. And it's like, I don't even know how the fuck to do a fairy episode. Like, where do you know what I mean? Like, how do you? Fuck, man. I don't know. It's crazy. There's a lot there. So I that's one of those things that I'm like slightly more inclined to be like, maybe don't. But yeah, shit, man. I don't know. This one's tricky because some of those too, like, it kind of seems like it's just like, yeah, this dude just busted in and cut some kid's head off with an axe. Like, I don't know what you want from me here.
This guy's just
and yeah, a lot of it seems like it could be pretty plausible, but then there is like also within that one where he cut the fucking kid's head off with the axe, like the horse just plowed through the big double fucking doors, and like there is allegedly footprints of the horse in the lacquer on the door. Like, I don't know. Some of it is kind of compelling.
And a lot of the behind the story, like the blood making you blind and stuff. So like if you think you've seen it, like you're blind, or
Did the blood blind you?
I thought the blood blinded you.
I thought they just like that was all. It was just like they got like a fucking Fairies Are 4-part episode. You might be fucking right there, dude.
Okay.
I thought the blood was just like a fucking like fuck you, like you just get blood in the face, or alternatively you got that whip to the fucking eye.
I think
the human spine whip, and that took an eye.
I saw that the blood blinds you, but I mean it's better off than getting your eyes whipped out.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Is the blood just acid blood? Like, I feel like that would also be painful. That it doesn't specify. I'm just making shit up at this point. I don't know. It also, he whips out both eyes. Oh fuck, dude. That would suck ass. He's fucking with a spine. Dog, that sucks. There was something else. Fuck. It's gone. It's gone forever.
There's a fleeting.
Yeah, it's gone forever. Whatever it was is gone forever. Okay, so if you're outside and you see him, he whips your eyes out. But if you're like inside, he somehow just has a basin of blood that can reach you. Like
you open a door and a bucket of blood.
Yeah, like what? that was weird too. I don't know.
Pranks you with the bucket of blood, Carrie style.
Fuck. Okay, I remember what I was gonna say. We had a conversation about topos off air, which is something that we did not bring up now.
You brought it up just now. Yep.
About topos. I don't know. Like, again, at that point of like, if you have, could some of this like cool? There's or like mass hysteria. We talk about this every fucking episode, but like, you know, after the Sleepy Hollow situation, like, oh yeah, there's fucking 13 sightings. One dude was fucking wasted, but you know, 12 others still. So, is that just like, yeah, I saw a guy on a horse, which I believe is still the primary means of transportation in 1770.
Yeah, you're pretty familiar with seeing people on horses.
Yeah, I think so. But I suppose at the same time, if you're really familiar with seeing people on horses and you see somebody that, like, wouldn't you be like, where the fuck's that dude head? Like,
you just had a really high collar. And he was wearing it.
You just fucked up my world with that. I'm just imagining like pants pulled up to like your fucking nipples. You know what I mean? Like just some absurd shit here. Like this is getting out of hand. I'm now imagining the legs, or like he has to keep them up because they would drag on the ground. The legs are so long. Like the horse would just be dragging his legs. I got bad pictures in my head now, man. This has got to stop. I've been looking at too many memes, and my brain is just turning to mush, and everything is just like, this is a meme somewhere.
It is though.
Ooh, okay, a hunchback or another deformity, so it would kind of make you kind of look like this. Or if you're going to fucking murder somebody, like trying to fucking hide your face a little bit, maybe too.
You just bury your
yeah, you know what I mean? Just like, oh, there's a light in that window. Jeremy's gonna see me. I gotta fucking, yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
Jeremy.
It seems like there is a lot of there's a really easy way to just explain this. It's just like, yeah, it's a guy on a horse. And I should probably say, yeah, it's probably just a guy on a horse. I think that's what I'm going with. Just a guy on a horse.
Just a guy on a horse? Possibly.
I mean, he's decapitated. Yeah, I mean, 2 or 3 people. I maybe drowned a child and burned a family, but those could have also just been other incidences, because I don't think he brought the yellow fever, although alternatively maybe he did. So you know, I don't know. It's probably just a dude, right?
It is probably just a dude.
I saw a bunch of other shit of like, they were talking about like in wars, like instances of like, oh yeah, this general guy like got his head blown off with a cannonball, and so like everybody like looks up at one point and it's just like, there's his horse goes at full fucking speed with just like his body on it. I'm like, what? Just a lot of instances of that actually happening in real battle. A guy with really bad acne hiding his face. I'm just imagining like fucking midnight. You're like, oh god, I hope nobody sees this pimple. Like, fucking what?
Already dark out. Nobody can see you.
Wearing all black and just, I need to hide my face. I'm breaking out so bad.
Fuck.
So embarrassing.
Fuck, there's Jeremy again.
Fuck. I wonder if Jeremy was a name in 1770, and I don't think if I just Google that, I get a straight answer.
Surely not.
Where did the fucking name Jeremy come from?
First.
Oh god, is that a fucking biblical name? It is. Yeah. Jeremiah. Yeah. Fuck, I didn't know that at all. Okay, see, he's already beat us to it in chat too. God damn it. There's nothing we can do. This man is too powerful. All right, again, I'm off the fence. I don't know. I think it's a guy on a horse.
It might just be a guy on a horse.
And maybe it was just a guy on a horse. Or fucking fairies that are gonna be upset with me. I don't know. And again, like once this is out there and you have the story and stuff, you can talk about fucking tulpas and mass hysteria and shit until the cows come home. I don't know what the fuck else to tell you here. Like, yeah, I mean, it's in the zeitgeist now. It's one of those things you know about. So I think it's a guy.
So,
I think it's a guy.
What do you? What do you think? Against a Enfield horror, who would win?
I gotta remember what the fuck the Enfield horror was.
Demon kangaroo.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like we've been in Illinois for a couple of weeks now, huh?
Maybe. I thought we were in New York.
Well, I mean, I talked about Illinois. The others, the real Sleepy Hollow, Connor.
Oh. Not the
So
okay.
it's got to be the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
It's got to be the Headless Horseman. Although I do not have any instances of him harming animals in any capacity.
But if he was a...
And his thing is he has to say the fucking name. He's got to say your name.
Oh, what was that kangaroo's name?
Oh, okay, but that was...
That one had a name?
Macy?
Macy.
I think the kangaroo's name was Macy.
It was.
But all the towns in Illinois have their own cryptid as a cash grab. Yeah, it was Bisa Busco as well as the big turtle and everything. They're all just fucking... You gotta get everybody out of Chicago. Like, come give us your money, please. Yeah, I'm a little conflicted now because I don't have, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't have a name. How does it call out its name to kill it?
How do you know it doesn't have a name? What if it has a name in kangaroo?
But I mean, it can just also. Then you're also assuming that it can speak kangaroo, Connor.
Can speak all of the languages. It's headless. It can see vast distances.
Okay. How does the headless thing work? Does it talk through the mouth of the head that it is holding, or is there just like a disembodied voice?
I just assume the esophagus and the head just goes open and close.
You know, you need your fucking tongue to speak too, right? It's not just your vocal cords. You just got a tongue flapping? No, that's awful. You know what a fucking Colombian necktie is?
Yep, I do.
You slit somebody's throat and you pull their tongue out right through fucking here. Ugh. I might actually switch to Enfield horror on this one just because I'm gonna say the kangaroo has no name, and therefore the Headless Horseman would have no way to the whip.
Whip
I'm going Enfield horror. I'm going Enfield horror. I don't know why. He's gonna scratch up his shoes and then he's got nothing left.
Yeah.
How are you gonna ride horses without your spurs, boy?
Jump away. 50 feet.
All right, we'll be split on this. How about you let us know what you think of this this 1v1 here over on social media. That'll be posted this next coming weekend when this episode is actually out.
Thursday the 18th, I believe. Anyway, shall we get on to the 1v1s, Jacob? No reviews.
Fucking jump and drop kick him off the horse. Yes. Let's fucking go. Yeah. So we do 1v1s. Yeah, let us know what you think when those are up. Everybody in chat now. Everybody else is obviously go vote in the polls. Let us know what you think. Last week we asked the very same thing of the Enfield horror and something.
Children of Woolpit.
The green children of Woolpit, yes. I had my money on the Enfield horror because the children were just green. That's all it was.
I don't remember.
Oh. The kangaroo is gonna fuck up their shoes, and then they have to walk with no shoes, and then they die. So,
I mean, maybe they didn't start with shoes.
I went Enfield horror. What did everybody else say?
On Discord, real quick here, 7 people voted for the Enfield horror. 1 person voted for the Woolpit children.
Okay.
I think I have video.
Drum roll.
Did that work?
You have video.
Well, I have a screen share that you can see.
Oh, a thing.
Votes on r/Counting Cryptids. 1 for each.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Beans versus monsters. Beans all the way. Instagram,
beans?
Beans. That would be the kids, the green beans. 81% Enfield horror on Instagram, and 19% for the Children of Woolpit.
Okay. What was that?
Win this. What is what?
Shrek.
Before I forget to post polls. Join the Instagram. Lauren Coleman is following us.
That is true.
Too.
Lauren Coleman does follow us on Instagram.
I'm just saying.
No big deal. Just I'm just gonna mention that every day until the day I die.
Yeah, over on Twitter. 10
is
voters.
that it?
I think
Hey, wasn't there like
there was
you had
11
like
last time?
But I believe there was like 7 or 8 within 24 hours of you posting that one on Twitter this time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give a mad
Couple
shout
of
out to
hours.
Twitter because I think there was just one person carrying that heavy weight for a while, and now a couple other people have started joining the fun. So thank you everybody voting on Twitter. Again, go vote. Let us know what you think.
Bug me on
We
social
have.
media.
Oh yeah, go bug Connor on social media. If you join the Discord, you can also bug me, or you can bug Connor to bug me anywhere else.
Correct.
We have a new 5-star review.
Yay! I need a round of applause soundboard.
Do we though? So
I have victory.
I mean, I can't even hear it because
Shut up,
unless it goes to
Jacob.
the Discord.
It doesn't.
Oh, okay. The one from Smash? Is that what that is? Okay. So, let's see. This was from River the Myrrh. Great. They get off topic a lot, but that makes it more fun. One of my favorite podcasts. Thank you so much for the review. Glad you liked the show.
Appreciate it.
It still seems fucking crazy to me that like people listen to us just talk
Anybody.
shit twice a
One
month.
person.
Like, and people are like, this is like my favorite show. I'm like, what?
What?
The fuck do you mean? So thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, if you want to go leave a vote or yeah, go vote in the polls. But also, if you want to leave a review, that
Anywhere.
would yeah, it'd be cool. Great, we'll read it. It would be helpful for us. So thank you. Appreciate it again. So I have one last order of business. If you have nothing else, Connor.
Nope.
You have nothing else, Connor. All right. So the only thing I have left is Tulpas. Yeah. Now we're gonna get into the meat of the episode. So no,
Tulpas.
I was doing that music thing for where I was doing like music recommendations for people who like good music, and I keep fucking forgetting. So I remember this time. So the band this time is called Get the Shot. I fucking love these. Like the song Cold Heart, Absolute Sacrifice, Faith Reaper, Rotting Idols, and one of my favorites like Black and Sun. It's featuring this guy Jesse Barnett of the band Stick to Your Guns, which is like one of my favorite bands all fucking time. I have a fucking Stick to Your Guns tattoo on my leg. Like I'm into this shit. Like so that's yeah, fucking heater. If you like music that's like people yelling in people's faces, like check it out. What about Pineapple?
Is it the Pineapple Thief? What's the
Pineapple
name of the band? Take Your Shot.
Get the shot.
Get the shot.
Get the Pineapple Thief. Like you're fucking high, brother.
If you take your shot, the Pineapple Thief.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I have no idea what it sounds like, but it's
Connor knows nothing about it.
The Wilderness. Check it out. Random plug from an accident.
for something that you accidentally looked up.
Yep. Faith Reaper. First one I see from Get the Shot. I'm not gonna play it. I don't want to get copywritten.
Yeah, definitely not gonna happen. But yeah, I'll link to something in the description if you want to check that out. Otherwise, just fucking it's music. There'll be a couple people check it out because I know a couple people mentioned before that they were into that, and I keep forgetting. I was gonna do Mastiff before, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that one. And I just found another one today that I'm fucking into. This band These Streets, Unfinished Business. That's the one with the goons bit in it that I've been fucking dying over. It's that the goons out to get you, and I'm fucking cackling over it. But it's hard as shit, so I'm into it. I don't know. Well, that's my I suppose if you're doing that, that's your homework this week. Otherwise, don't worry about it. But yeah, that's all I got. It was a short one, what, like an hour.
We're at hour 12 with some.
Yeah, with like 18 minutes of nothing in the beginning. So yeah, about an hour, I suppose. Have you done witches yet? We have not done a witches episode. We did like the Boo Hag, but that's not really. That's a little witchy, but it's not like.
My wife wants to go to Salem,
witch,
Massachusetts, to like vacation because she's into witches.
But she knows that was just ergot poisoning, right? And they just killed people who were tripping.
She does not. She owns rocks.
What?
She's a witch.
She owns rocks? What does that even mean? I don't know what that means, sir.
She's got like a ball of obsidian. It's supposed to be like good vibes or some shit. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you got to have diamond to get that in the first place. So let's be real.
Yeah.
No, okay. Minecraft references over your head.
Yeah,
All right.
I got it.
So okay.
I'm here with you.
All right. I don't know anything. Obsidian gives you good vibes. Is that? I'm unfamiliar with this. I don't know anything about rocks.
They look kind of
I
cool.
think just getting confused with Game of Thrones.
Very possible.
I'm gonna fucking piss myself. Holy shit. Oh, fuck, that hit different, dude. Oh my god.
Have you seen the Game of Thrones?
No, I haven't.
Neither.
Have you?
No.
Nah, I couldn't get into it. I don't know why, but it's fucking gold. The hoe dog? I've heard of. I got hog dogs and bear dogs and hog dogs. I don't know. Hodag?
Did we not do the Hodag?
No, we haven't done the Hodag. No. Okay, we looked into this one right around the time we did Mokele and Bembe, but we did not do this. I don't remember why. Yeah.
I feel like I've done some research on it, at least a little bit.
I think we started to and then didn't for one reason or another, and I don't know why. One of the worst fake sightings of all time. If you just Hodag sightings, just click over to images real quick. The first one that's popping up for me is the fakest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, this thing?
Does it have SpongeBob teeth?
Yes. Yep.
That's the motherfucker I'm talking about with the fucking clean ass teeth, and it's fucking just made out of paper mache.
Was this the one with the lumberjacks? Did the lumberjacks make this one up?
Fuck. No. We did that one, right? That was Jackalope.
No. Yeah.
I what? Is it or not? Oh fuck, you might be right. I'm seeing a lot of lumberjacks on this picture.
Yeah. It's got this. This is the picture.
Yep, it is. Yep, I'm just looking at that very same thing. It was captured.
This guy right here is like looking like he's got a pool cue in his hand. Line up a shot.
I feel like he's just holding it up, actually. Like he's pretending to be holding a gun, but he's just got a stick, and the only thing keeping that thing standing is that man holding it. The captured one was a hoax. Oh yeah, easily. Fucking easily, that's not real. I suppose, obviously there's more to it than just that, and there's all the fucking statues and everything, so I'm assuming that a lot of that is predating them being like, oh, look what, we caught it, guys. So...
The Man That Pack says there is sightings predating it. Maybe it's worth looking into.
Yeah. I don't remember why we didn't do that one.
I don't either, but yeah.
That was a long time ago. I feel like that was like season 1 we were looking into doing that. I really think it was like around like Mokele and Bembe, Amelie and Tauka, that kind of thing. Because that was like kind of like I was like dinosaur, because that was in season 1 we were trying to be like, okay, we were trying to put episodes next to each other to like make the matchup not fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, stupid.
Do you remember this? Yeah, because we had like this giant list of like, okay, these are the episodes we're gonna do. So that was why we did like Megalodon and Kraken like next to each other, because I was like, no, these are too OP. Like they need to have them like next to each other to kind of like balance it out, sort of thing. Like we tried to do the episodes that way. So I looked into doing this one around the time we were doing the dinosaurs, and for whatever reason, it just didn't pan out. Their favorite food is fucking corn dogs. All right, motherfucker. The meme value here is through the roof. So I guess we'll have to circle back and revisit this sooner rather than later. A fucking corn dog.
It's a big fan of state fairs.
I'm just imagining a bear trap out in the woods with just like a fucking frozen corn dog sitting on it. I have demons that I need to get rid of. Oh fuck, man. All right, you got anything else? I think this is it.
No,
I think we're done.
good.
All right.
All
Well, everybody in chat, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for
Everybody
stopping
listening,
by.
thank you. Everybody reviews, thank you. Voting, thank you. Polls, thank you. Everybody, thank you. Stay safe. Love you. Bye. I don't know. Ta-ta for now. TTFN. I don't know what you want from me. You just spam quit. I don't know.
Ah.
You just